Biofuse. On GameSpot I'm known as Bioshockraptor. In this video I'd like to share with you my first impressions of Batman Arkham City.
You will bring me Nora, or you will die.
For the record, this is not a review, so it will be a lot less formal, and the focus will be on whether I liked or enjoyed the game, as opposed to if I thought how good it was. Those two might not seem very different, but they are. For example, a game could be really fun and entertaining, but if it had a horrible story with bad writing, a poor presentation and graphics, and just overall generic, mediocre elements, it's the fundamentals of the core game which make it enjoyable. A fun game does not equal a good game and vice versa, but enough of this, let's get into Batman. I'd like to start off by saying I thought the original game, Arkham Asylum, was one of the best games of the year it was released in 2009. It had a dark atmosphere with a perfect sense of immersion, was full of content, and was probably the greatest superhero game at the time, staying true to its source material. That being said, while I thought it was an astounding game, I didn't enjoy myself playing through the entire game. Some levels felt tedious at times, and even though I rated it with a high score, a 9 out of 10, certain parts that I'm not going to go into lacked the fun factor for me. That being said, while those certain parts didn't have me excited to get to the next part, I don't think it needed to be. It was breaking up the pacing and making the story more diverse and interesting. The whole part of this long introduction was to say, for me, Arkham City is fun. Every little bit of it. The story so far has been very interesting, and it feels like a game's story should, with a continual climb. It's exactly what someone like me would want in a sequel. Arkham City offers a much bigger environment that is fun to play around in and zoom across. The combat is improved, there are many more cool new gadgets, and the game is full of side missions that are as fun as the main story missions. Unlike the ones I've been growing accustomed to in Infamous 2, where you start the side mission and finish it a couple minutes later, the ones in Arkham City are quests that can take anywhere from 10 minutes to hours to complete. That's not including all the Riddler's challenges and trophies, which I probably will not complete 100% of, but so far they have provided me with a quick break from the story after a heavy-handed hour-long mission concluding with a boss fight. Each thread of the main story connects itself, and there is never any story mission that feels tedious and out of place. The combat is really well done, and Batman can seamlessly pull together a vast array of finishes, counters and strikes. Boss fights back, and there is always a strategy that becomes increasingly difficult to do, which gives it a classic feel. If we were still in the PS2 original Xbox era, that would hardly have made sense, but in this generation of gaming, boss fights are becoming more and more rare. There is just so much to do, it's crazy to see how much effort Rocksteady have put into this game, and this is definitely what a sequel should be, not to mention how respectful it is to the source material. There are so many characters and references thrown all throughout, yet it manages to stay focused and not bog down the story with the involvement of so many characters. Overall, I'm really enjoying this game. So far it's my favourite game of the year, and if you haven't already, I'd really guarantee picking this game up. Playing it for the story is okay, but delving into the atmosphere and immersion is what really makes this game more than worthwhile. If there is anything that I think would appeal to those who aren't fans of Batman, I think it would be this. I know I'm missing out a lot about what makes this game fun and what makes this game good, in my opinion anyway, but I'll leave you on a cliffhanger and tell you to wait for my full review. Thanks for watching this video, and remember you can follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/biofuse. You can also check out my gaming blog featuring all my reviews at gamespot.com/users/bioshockraptor. In the meantime, feel free to watch one of my latest 2 videos, and I'll see you next video.
Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb.